Bros here. It's official. NFL will be releasing the 2023 schedule on Thursday, May 11th. Excited about it. Cannot wait for it. Very much looking forward to the new season. Very much looking forward to having being at SoFi once again and being at Thunder Alley once again. It's being around all the homies. So it'd be real fun. Looking very much forward to it. But let's talk a little bit about the TV schedule, kind of the changes, adjustments, and some of the rumors that are happening too. And we might even know our first week schedule game and who we're going to play. So let's talk about it. Bolt Bros, let's go. So we got some pretty good information here. I'm excited about this. I'm really excited to be able to see what our schedule is going to be like this year. We got a lot of big games this year, guys. This is going to be an interesting year for us. We got a lot of really good players on this team. I'm excited to be able to see this team perform all around. And man, cannot wait. I'm counting the days down here, guys. So let's talk a little bit about this tweet that I saw from Adam Schefter. He talked a little bit about just some of the changes for the schedule this season. So one, the NFL will have a Black Friday game, first time ever. Wild to be able to see that the NFL is now looking at Monday games, Thursday games, Friday games, Saturday games late in the season, and Sunday games. I mean, we are trying to do football every single day of the week now. You know, I think it's kind of a little bit of a risk to try to really make the NFL be almost an everyday occurrence kind of thing. I mean, I love football and everything, and I love to be able to be a part of this community here for the Chargers and everything, but it is kind of interesting to really try to say, hey, let's try to push a Friday game now and Black Friday where, hey, I don't go shopping. I sit on my couch and just go ahead and just, shop online sales and everything during that time. So it's no big deal for me. But it is just trying to make too much NFL, or is it too much NFL on every single day of the week? I really kind of like the buildup of the games to Sunday, Monday. I like that a lot. I mean, Thursday is kind of a nice midweek kind of situation, but when you're starting to add another day during the week where there's a game, man, it just seems like it could be too much. But who knows? We'll see. It's the first time ever they've done this. Games don't necessarily belong to networks anymore. All games are free agents. So I looked at that as, well, if you kind of think about Fox and say CBS, who does a bulk of your local game broadcasts and national based broadcasts, they generally have kind of the AFC is usually with the CBS, NFC is generally with Fox. So I'm wondering if they're just kind of saying that local markets could choose whatever games they want to play at this point. I think that'd be really cool. I always generally go on the NFL TV maps to kind of see what games are being broadcast locally. Here in Arizona, it's always going to be the Cardinals game is going to get, priority than everybody else. But I would really hope that since they're an NFC team and there's going to be no networks that are going to say, hey, Fox is going to have the blackout for this market, that they can kind of pick and choose whatever teams that they want. They didn't say much about blackout side of things or anything like that, but I think that rule still will play in for local teams. But maybe I could see a little bit more Charger games here. I mean, we're not too far away from, Los Angeles. I think it'd be nice to be able to tap into this market. There's a good fan base here for Chargers fans. I would love to be able to see that happen. So we'll see kind of where that goes. But I do like that they do have not necessarily a belonging to a network anymore. It's more of just like, hey, you know what? You can put them on Fox. You can put them on CBS. You can put them on anywhere and everywhere. So I think that's really cool to be able to see that. I think it's still going to be Fox, CBS, ESPN. I wonder if NFL Network might get a little bit more involved. Amazon, and then obviously I think it's and ABC also too, I think is going to be involved a little bit more with it too. Or excuse me, NBC, sorry, for Monday or for evening games. I think it's Sunday Night Football on NBC. So really cool to see that. I think that's fun to be able to see where that leads. Teams can be on Monday Night Football twice now, so they can create more games for Thursday night teams and more games. So Chiefs could be on, multiple different Thursday night games. I kind of don't really like that too much, but it is kind of creating a little bit more of a longer week or potential bye week for teams. So there is a benefit to it, but then there's also, a risk to have injury too. So um, that's interesting. And then not all teams are guaranteed to have a primetime spot. So I never knew that it was a guarantee to even have a primetime spot. I always thought it was really based upon what they did in the offseason for that team and how that team performed last year, ratings wise and record wise. So there is no guarantees at all for primetime games. So I like that. It kind of really remember last year, there were some games on Thursday nights that were complete duds, and so I think that they kind of learned a little bit from that, hey, we need to shift that around and change that around to where it's like we can't just have these dud based games too. So it'd be nice if they just have a lot more flexibility to games too. If they could flex around Thursday night games a bit more, I think that would be kind of a good plan also too. So um, good to hear that. So one thing that I learned too, and what there is a rumor going on right now is that I'll pull it up here. That the NFL is planning to be able to hold its first triple header in league history on Christmas Day. Wow. 3 games on Christmas Day. So it's going to be kind of similar to what it's been like. I always feel like with Thanksgiving, there's always like a morning, midday, and an afternoon type game. It's going to be the same thing for Christmas Day. Um, Santa could wait, I guess, if your team's going to be playing on that day. So this is going to be an interesting one to be able to see. So the NFL has scheduled a total of 6 Christmas games of the past 3 years, 1 in 2020, 2 in 2021, 3 in 2022, and they all registered huge TV ratings. So they looked at it like, hey, it's going to work out. So they're going to do 3 games this year, or at least that they're expecting to have 3 scheduled games for Monday, December 25th. So 3 Monday games for Christmas. Wow. Wild to see. I mean, the NFL really is trying to be able to push this thing out to be able to get as many people to be able to keep watching NFL and really keep people tied to the TVs to be able to want to watch the NFL games more often. So I think that's a really interesting thing to see. So 3 NFL games coming up this season for the 2023 season. So pretty cool to be able to see. So it's wild to see the last year's Christmas game between the Packers and Dolphins was one of the 10 most watched regular season games of 2022 with 25.9 million viewers. That's incredible. So they've been playing around with this a little bit too. They've been trying to figure it out for a while now. So this is the year they're going to do it because I guess it made sense that it was a Monday. So they decided to go with the first Monday triple header ever, thanks to Christmas being on a Monday. So very cool to be able to see that. And I did see one thing too, that there is this hard rumor right now that are for the Chargers. They have kind of a somewhat confirmation, but they do feel that this is going to be the Chargers' week 1 opponent, which makes total sense to be able to have us play them week 1. Rumors is the Chiefs insiders think Chargers could be week 1 opponent for the 2023 schedule. Makes sense, right? Start out the season with a bang. Look at this guy. He looks stunned about that news too. Look at that. Holy smokes. Also, he's enamored with 2 great quarterbacks here. But really cool to see that. I think that would be a perfect way to start the season for us. I don't know if it'd be at home for us or to be away. But basically, Albert Breer reported Tuesday that he believes that the division rival Los Angeles Chargers are an option. And some KC folks think that's who it'll be for week 1. So division games are very big for us, and we generally start out with a lot of division games. It seems to be that way. Like last year, we started with the Raiders. I was kind of thinking it was going to be the Broncos that we start out week 1. But apparently, Breer pointed out that this is the only time a division game that was played in a season opener for over 10 years was when the Green Bay Packers faced the Chicago Bears in 2019 opener to commemorate the NFL's 100th season. So this would be interesting. So this is actually the opening game to the season, if I'm correct on that. So this would be the Thursday night game and bringing in the Chargers as the home season based opener Thursday night game. How cool is that? I'm ready for that. And this is going to be exciting. This is when hopefully teams are going to be completely healthy at that time. Hopefully teams are going to be ready and ready to go. I mean, if you look at anything in the last 2 years plus with the Chargers Chiefs games, they have been phenomenal games all around. So, great way to start the season. I really hope this rumor is true. It would be awesome to be able to have us start out the year on Thursday night football. First game of the season, September 7th. Let's go. I hope this is true. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Obviously, any other schedule leaks do come up or anything, we'll shoot over a video and send it out to you guys. But this would be awesome to be able to see this. So once again, Thursday, they are doing the schedule release for the NFL. I'm excited to be able to see the Chargers video for the schedule release. So they always do hot videos. They spit hot fire and fantastic media for the schedule release. So I'm excited about it. Let's hope this rumor comes true, but excited for the season, guys. I'm ready for it, man. And this season can't get here any sooner. I'm looking forward to it so very much. So once again, this is James from Bolt Bros. Like, subscribe, sub. Let me know your guys' thoughts about the schedule this year. What games are you looking forward to? Would you guys like to be able to have the Chargers start out on September 7th, a Thursday night opener game versus the Chiefs? How sick would that be? Man, I hope that game's at SoFi. But what a great game that would be to be able to start out the season. But like, subscribe, sub. Let us know what you guys think about the schedule this year. Excited about it. Once again, guys, James from Bolt Bros. Let's go.